Okay. So let's try to get some shit done today. Time to go get the farm taken care of. Go do this. Gonna take a look at the spreadsheet here in a minute and get an update on where we are, what do we need, who do we need, that whole 9 yards. And then we need to find that treant stone, which I think is on the gather of you. Yeah, it was you. Eight, let's see here, 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's 8, 16, 17, 18, 19. I need one more. Ask and you shall receive. Open storage. Ho ho, time to store you. 20. All right. I think we're gonna plant these. Go ahead and do a bluffer run. And then we'll move on to Amanita mushrooms. Go ahead and grab that energy burn. It's really weird for me right now not buying any, and I mean any processing mats. Like whatever shows up in my inventory is just from is just solely from what is left. So I'm gonna get these done. I'm pretty sure the bluffers aren't really the ones I need, but it doesn't really matter at this point because they all kind of need to just go up. You know, I've always had this, like, ideology, whatever you want to consider it, of someday I'm going to get 100,000 of each. Yeah, that never happens. That never ends up happening. And these, they've changed the range of fertilizer, because I used to could get those all in one tick. Okay, so let's head over here and jump into this. I think we'll ride up to that area just because I don't know what exactly we want to do yet. Or I don't know what we're going to do yet. So let's go ahead. Oh, I know what we need to do riffs. So we're gonna do energy riffs, and then we'll see what we're doing from there. So I'll go ahead and get you to bear, because I know we need to go at least that far. That's at least the bare minimum we need to go. I'm sorry. I can't help it. It just happens. I'm playing this game too damn loud. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. Okay. Enough with the dad jokes. So let's see here. Let's update our sheet. And I only care about the big bulk. I don't care about the little bulk. So let's see here. We are up to 50,220. Okay, so that's still the same. Bitch sap is 67. Yep, that's still the same. Cedar D's nuts 60,000. 60,694. All right, so we need another 20,000 run on that. Pine sap. Get the pine saw out. Where is it? We are at 37. I mean, I'll fucking update it. 37,627. Oh, I had a little bit of that. All right. Thuja is still 47.6, and then Caphras sap is still that, which means I need to check up on Snowfield Cedar. Cedar D's nuts. 34, 124. All right, I only need 4,000 or 7,000 more Snowfield Cedar, so we're almost done with that. That's not worth going down right now, nor is that something I need to do currently. So actually I'm kind of going the wrong way, but let's check the blood situation, because that's always important. All right, Troll Blood is 32620. Deer Blood is 44,165. Wolf Blood is actually that. Fox Blood, that's probably what we'll go rip through. It's quick, it's easy-ish. What did the fox say? I need more blood. That's what the fox said. There it is. 4,680. Okay, yeah, we definitely need more of that. Lizard blood, we definitely... Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go gather foxes. Which should be somewhere over in here. All right. So off we go. Because what we'll do is we'll go stop by Western Guard Camp, grab our donkey buff, and then go smack the fox for an hour. Ish. So I did the math this morning just out of curiosity. Fun fact, if I don't get my helmet converted in the next 19 clicks, it was cheaper to enhance it. If I go 19 clicks or more, or 20 clicks or more, and it does not go, it was cheaper to sell my helmet and just buy the helmet. But I would have spent more crons trying to get it up then. And see, this is where I've always said they've got the crons cost way too fucked up. Because I think cronning it should be... full pity should be not double what it is worth, but it should be roughly, I think, 25 to 50% of what it's worth. Like, or 50% more than what it's worth. So if it's so that it fits more a wider range, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Guard camp's over here, retard. That it's not these 8 billion a click thing, so that you can get more clicks on it, basically. So it's 50 Agris clicks. So in that, it should be like up to 1.5%, like 1.5 times. Take care of. horses, you say? Alright. Gathering crystals, we're good. Feed pets. Do stuff. Do stuff. Do stuff. Alright, then we go over here. Should be right around in here is where all the little foxes are. It's like right. Holy shit. It literally got me bugged where I couldn't drift at all. Oh, I'm out of stamina. That explains it. Where the shit is my fox spot? Oh, I'm literally looking at him. Because I thought it was like, I knew it was like right along this road. I thought they were wolves at first. Whoops. Nope, don't want to tan them. I need a lot of them. Yeah, we're gonna aggress this shit. I need 36,000 and I only have 4,000, so we're gonna have to aggress at least one of these. Whoops. I know what I'm forgetting. The drop rate. So this has been my highest earning spot of them all when it comes to gathering on the average. This is the one I normally make 2 billion raw silver an hour at. Whoops. I wasn't supposed to come up here. Oh well, they should be respawned in time. I normally don't because I can get this thing near on cooldown. So the idea is to not completely just zero it out. Give some leeway. Yeah, see how most of that is on cooldown? Yeah, I fucked up. By the way, free ash sap if you end up grabbing those trees. They are ash up here. Oh yeah, I forgot we turned that little shit back on after, what, 5-6 years of her being, banished away in silence? I think y'all are starting to see why this turns out to be so good. Black gems. Black gems everywhere. Of course, they were also 1,000,000 a piece, I believe, when I last did this, too. So I gotta do double the amount now. But sharps are also more expensive than they were back then. Sharps were only like a mil or 2 back then. Now there's 6 fucking mil. Ish. Yeah, see, this is what we should have done, is come up through here to grab these. Need to get my Salies done this week for the weekly. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna end up doing with that whale shit. Because a part of me is going, well, they've neutered whales now. So nobody does them, so that shit's gonna start getting expensive as hell. It's already capped out on several things at max price. I could cash in and take some profit on it. It's wild what happens in 8 months. 9 months. A 5 to 7 billion silver hour activity gets literally just halted because nobody wants to do it. Keep in mind, that's with all the retarded people doing whales too. Like the ones that kept the markets running a lot lower than they needed to be. You were still making 5 to 7 billion an hour. It's some of the best hunting EXP in the game, which also just blows my mind that people aren't wanting to do it for that. Once again, they've done something that extincts something that was valuable to the game without fucking thinking about it. I'm gonna be real. I think the dumbest thing they did was the Rashulka coral thing. Or whatever it is. The Rashukala... I'd have to go look at what that coral's name is. But being able to craft it without the perfume of courage is fucking stupid. That's where they fucked up. If it still needed it, you'd have people out there whaling all the time. But the issue is, you'd also have to uncap the whaling materials. Because that's what also was getting people to hold it back, is because they felt the value was too high. But I would prove my point to you saying that I bet you it wasn't too far off. If you actually had it uncapped, it would spike at times, sure, but it'd get pushed right back down. And the thing is like, you don't get a ton of those perfumes in a gathering session. Like, you're barely scratching a grind hour to go grind that shit. It's fucking ass to get. And they're not selling enough on the marketplace, so I don't really think that's it. I mean, you could go use the game's dying thing, but yet when you go look at like the Steam database and shit like that, the game's actually gaining popularity again. So the numbers have been going up. So that excuse doesn't quite work right now. Plus, it's getting into the summer season, which is always where shit gets a little harder to buy. Because everybody and their fucking mom is now playing. Which also means the markets get flooded a little bit more. So there's more supply. Which is another reason why I want to try to capitalize on this price before it drops. Try to get in while it's at a premium before these retards come in and fuck it all up. Alright. I bet you will. You know, I think I would have changed my fairy type if I would have known exactly how each one really sounded. I probably would have actually rolled for a specific fairy. But I just took the first T4 I got and started slamming fucking money through it. Because the fairy reroll guide wasn't a thing. That's something that all new players have to go through and deal with. It's the biggest bitch of it all. God, I wouldn't want to be a new player in that aspect, having to go through and do the fairy toxic shit. Because, I mean, we're not going to talk about how expensive my fairy actually ended up costing me. But I did it the dumb way. Because they need to get Miraculous Cheer 4 and Feathery... Or Miraculous Cheer 5 and Feathery Steps 5. That's what they gotta aim for first. You gotta keep re-rolling the fairy until you get those. So that ever-living bullshit of a process. Also, we had to kill our fairies and start completely over. We didn't get this whole... We can just scrap the skills and start over. When it first released. Which, of course, you want to get the maximum amount of money from the cash shop before you start changing how said things are required. Just trying to get this done as fast as possible so we can get on to other things. This is definitely helping. Every time that ticks, it's 10 less gathers I have to deal with. So, easy enough. We'll have to say the Draconian made this a little bit easier because of that big ass AoE off the hotbar skill. You could fucking nuke the whole area with just a simple 4-second or 3-second cooldown. And it was full AoE, fully killed everything around you. Definitely made this one easier to grind. Because, like, you could kill, like, 10 of these guys all at once. It would be like if I just went and got in Pergatum form. Like, of course. We get the traces right when I go to transform. Not that it really matters. But, like...
I will sweep you away.
That's some big ass enemies. So, hell yeah, we're all fired up. It's a fucking huge ass area. I sound it? I know, I'm trying. I'm really trying to project that. No, I'm just trying to dump energy. You can see the flames of passion inside of me. Giggity. Glad that's what you're seeing inside. You're almost out of breath. Shit. What have you been doing? Okay. Sounds like fun. I ate dinner and then jumped on this, so... What are you gonna work on?
By my blade.
Anything specific, or are you just gonna get on and chill out? Yeah, good luck with that. Only 70 AP different. What can go wrong? Nothing. Abso-fucking-lutely nothing. You'll just, like, do less damage than somebody with 70 AP more than you. I mean, yes, you'll get a participation trophy. That is 100% certain. All you need it to be is just the biggest item it drops, and then, yeah, totally. It's totally worth doing. You might as well, you know, not do Sawzins at that point, because you're going to be making so much money. Yep, good old sausages. Fair enough. Shurikens on the Musa to 61. Made last night with a pocket watch. Yeah, I still got one pocket watch. I don't know what I'd end up popping it on. Decent money. Another one you still have.
By my blade!
I mean, the only thing I could do is save it for a new class. This is about the only thing I've really got. So right now we're gathering Foxblood. I needed 36,000 of this, so we're putting in the effort here, getting that. Then I'm gonna do my Dark Rifts, which have spawned earlier. I want to get those taken out. And then, hadn't really planned too much after that. Maybe go gather the cedar, or the snowfield cedar that's left. I only need 7,000 snowfield cedar, so that shouldn't take too long to grab. Okay, so basically look at it from, you can honestly delete a lot of the different things that are on there page wise. Like realistically, you only need to worry with the T0 through perfumes, the tier 5 section. You can use the Harmony drop calculator, but that's not really anything specific for that. So basically what it is, I've set it up so that it teaches you alchemy from left to right. So T0 is the basics, and T5 is the super advanced shit, and it probably isn't anything the average person needs to fuck with right away. So each one progressively builds on each other. So T0 is the two basic mats that are a part of alchemy, the clear liquid reagent and the pure powder reagent. It's also got a section that does kind of give you the heads up on roughly how much you need if you are trying to plan out a specific crafting rotation. It'll tell you how much of it you need for that craft if I've done the math right on it. So the way it works is then you would go to the T1 alchemy, which is the bloods. Bloods are the next level of experience when it comes to doing anything alchemy, which this is where it teaches you to craft all the different step-up bloods. So from the base bloods to the step-up bloods. It also gives you access to the raw bloods that you need and the crafted bloods you need, so you can have a general idea of what it is. And it does account for both. So it'll say, so if you need to craft, let's say, legendary beast blood, or, well, that's a bad example. Let's say, something that has fox blood in it. I think it's wise man's blood is fox. So if you do fox blood for wise man, it'll add into it. And then the elixirs that actually craft with fox blood, it will calculate that into it. Then you move over to the tier 2 alchemy, which is the oils. This is going to teach you about all the different oil reagents. Actually, before we go further on that, the one cool thing about the sheet is it also does educate you on where I'm getting my shit. But I end up saying, you know, why I end up doing the other. So for examples, like if I was doing lion blood specifically, I would be hunting it, although you have to, at the caliber we're running through the sheet, you cannot hunt lions. You have to go troll blood for this category. You can't get that much. And I'll need to test the new elephants to verify that category. But I have basically highlighted out, you know, a bunch of different places that I get my bloods. I do need to update. It looks like I've got Rhino as the best, where I think right at the end we found out that we found a wolf hunting spot that is actually far better. So I do need to update for the bloods. Reading this. Fox blood, this is still the best in the category. Lizard blood is still best in the category. And deer is still best in the category. So I do need to update the bloods, is what it looks like here, which is fine. It wouldn't take long. But then moving over to oils, it is the education on oils. This actually does give you a current count of fruits needed. Fruits are only used to craft. So if I wanted to go for Guru Alchemy for Master 5, which section would I be starting from? Because you're going to need to build up a base, you would probably need to do it like this. You would start out with calculating what is the... what is your end goal? So how many... are you going to do one full station? Like, how are you going to plan on cooking it is basically what I'm getting at. So I base everything off of one full... Land of the Morning Light alchemy station. That's why it's 3,000, not 5,000. It's not 1.5. I always cut them roughly in half. So one thing you'll need to invest into is Napse Bayot County. You'll need to get the level 2 here, and you'll be making the Morning Light traditional alchemy tools out the ass. You'll need to also position a mule up there to convert them. Once you have your base one made, you'll want to convert that. So in this case, let's say you are going to do a run of Harmony Draughts. So you're going to do a station of each. So you're going to make roughly 4,000 Harmony Draughts is what you'll roughly be aiming for. All right. So at that case, you're going to turn all of the Harmony Draught elixirs to 3,000 except for the modifiers. The modifier ones would be, are you going to make it a Kamasilv, a Demi-Human, or a Adanya one? Or a human one. So those are the modifiers. I would recommend somebody that is starting off to make one rotation of human, Demi-Human, Edanya, and a half a station of Griffin elixirs. The reason why is because you're going to have to buy the Griffin Claws, so there's going to be an added cost to it. It's not that you're not going to get your money back. It's just Griffin elixirs, as of right now, is just... Kama doesn't have the spot density that the other region has. Yes, so everything would be done in sets of 3,000, except for you'll probably end up needing to do... you'll end up needing to do 10... You'll need to do, like, 5, 10 stations of, like, pure powder reagent. Like, you're not going to be able to calculate that, like, to the T. So... I think my spreadsheet is already set up to show 3,000s all the way across right now. Everything. So not everything on my sheet is for Harmony Draughts. It is other elixirs that you use. They are just in the proper category. But under the Harmony Draught calculator, you can see all the different elixirs and where they go. It's not stupid, you just need to know the costs, and you need to know how much you're gonna be, how much are you gonna get in return? In short, you can buy most everything and make a profit. I'm not gonna tell you how much, but I'm gonna say it is still profitable. Do I recommend doing that? No, because you're not gonna, there's gonna be certain things that are gonna be a bitch for you to get. So you will need to buy the, probably need to buy the fruits and the traces, in large bulk. That is for sure. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit around that. That is always something that you're gonna have to buy in bulk. But buy fruits within reason. They are expensive, but you are clearly getting your money on a 3-to-1 craft ratio. You have to realize you're making 3 draughts every time you craft 1 craft. So yes, it is go, and then that 1 craft is going to craft 3 as well. So that 1 fruit is worth 250,000, let's say. And you're going to basically split it up into 1 craft of that fruit will make 3 oils. 1 of those oils will make 3 elixirs. So, it definitely does have room, but you don't want to just go spend 20 billion on fruits for fuck all reason. Now... I always recommend that you calculate your oils around a little bit later in the cooking process, because of alchemy will proc the oils over time. Now, I'm not saying it's enough to craft an entire run, but it is enough to sometimes sway the difference. And I didn't turn my Alkstone on. Fuck me. 18,000. It's good enough. So I normally, here's how I do it. I craft my tier 0 alchemy until I have roughly what I need in the near space of whatever my sheet says I need in terms of pure powders and clear liquids. Once I've crafted those, I'm going to start crafting my tier 1 bloods just to get what I need crafted up. Then I go to my tier 3 alchemy and I start doing my low level EXP potions that I know just, they're the basic bloods. They're not going to be super expensive in EXP. I'm not trying to go hit Guru 50 with these potions, but they're there. They're going to fluff. They're going to give you byproducts. They're going to make stuff better. So we accept it. We move on with it. And did I grab my donkey gear? I did not. I gotta go back to Western Guard camp. But I do that. Once I've done my tier 3 alchemy, I go back and I run my oils. Once I run my oils, then I'll go run my tier 4 elixirs. And the tier 4 elixirs are the ones you go balls deep with when it comes to EXP pushing. Every single one of the tier 4 elixirs except for destruction is 900 or is 1,610 EXP per. Oh wait, death is also that. So I'll just go ahead and put a little flag on that and put a little flag on that. But all of them in there except for those two are 1,610 EXP, which is fantastic. Traces of nature, you got 30,000 of them. No, you're not. My current run right now, if I was to put everything to 3,000. If I turn everything to 3,000... You will need, for the project total, you'll need 109,500 traces to make that in exactly as I have it sitting right now. So you'll need to buy about another 70,000 more traces.
If you borrow a container from me, you can use
Yeah, no, you're nowhere near trace cap. I've got 230,000 and I still need to buy some for my run. Yeah, not a bad start. Fruits, though, you don't need that many. Fruits, you only need about 12,000 fruits to do initial cooking run. But I'm also doing it from... I already have it, so you would need... yeah, you would need 3,000... Nope, you're gonna need more. You'll need 15,000 fruits to get started with a one-off craft of it. All right. So if you want to do this the long and hard way, here's how you go about it. You will need to go gather. I mean, you got to do a bunch of gathering anyway. So you'll start getting shit. you're going to need to go down here to Bear. Bear, you'll spend a good bit of time gathering the wild grass needed for the pure powder and clear liquid reagents. This is where you'll get a shit ton of fruits, and Trace is doing that. While you're doing all the gathering for blood, you'll get a decent amount of the traces from that. Then doing the hunting for blood isn't going to be a terrible job. Unfortunately, the land of the boring light. So where do truffle mushrooms come in? All right, I'll show this. I'll do one rotation, whether it's there or not. We'll see. I'll run around, so, you're gonna need to know where they are. This is not that, I hate to say it, this isn't rocket science. But it kind of is. Because there's the smart way to do this, and there's the dumb way to do this. However, you will want to go ahead and search the BDO analytics for truffle mushrooms. But I will walk you through the rotation that you will make, because you will do this on channel cooldown. This will be the way you can get the fastest amount of truffles in the least amount of time. Now let's just hope to RNG that these are here. Alright, so follow along with me on the video. We are right here. Hello there, how's it going? So here we go. Here's the truffle rotation as I use it. Now, here's what you need to understand. These are on a long-ass timer, so you will have to compete for fuck's sake on these. This is not a... it's contested, but it's not super, super contested. I normally do this early in the morning, so because you are a European, you're going to have an immense value of doing this. You'll probably be actually competing with me, honestly, for it. Once I take this spot over, it is mine. We're good. Hanging out and teaching Saranthea right now all about the truffle rotation. Now notice I'm not using any super fast speed skills or anything like that. There's a reason for it. Is because even with my Guardian's slow ass run speed, doing this speed right here, I will still have to wait 25 seconds to change channels. Which is why we are not, like, hauling ass from channel to channel. There's no point. Just run. Now, there are two methods of doing this. I am going to show you the longer method, which is what happens when you are a little bit faster. You will want to come up here and grab this one truffle on this rotation, because it is going to help with your channel cooldown timer. And you just keep on running back towards where you came from over here. But the way you want to go is you want to go through that hole over there. Come through this hole, go over the rocks, and then right here will be the first of the two truffles. Grab that. Grab this one. Go down the road. Grab this one by the tree. You do not need to go down this road. Go ahead and jump down and go across the river. This is not deep water, so you can run across it. No, I do a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm just been playing Black Desert because A, lazy, B, we're just doing something. And then there's 2 truffles right here. Grab this one. Grab this one. And return to back where you started. Which is right up here. By the time you do this rotation, you'll have about 15 seconds left on your channel cooldown timer, and you'll jump to the next channel and continue on. So, a couple things to note. Agris does not work on truffles, so don't even bother. It's not worth, it won't work. So, and Hedgehog does work, so you can get the extra proc. So that is the rotation. Do that on every channel cooldown. Run across all your channels. If you start finding dead nodes, somebody's doing it. Probably change server group. So if you're, say, in Calpheon and you're finding a bunch of dead nodes, just go ahead and jump to, like, Serendia and see if you can get in front of somebody that's grinding it. Is the only thing I can suggest. Okay, nice. I'll have to go back to the VOD. Hold on, what would that say? My own software to keep on hand. Okay, yeah. It's a super easy spot. Once you get a hold of it, you'll be like, oh, this is not hard at all. Just getting that rhythm. Once you get it, it's super easy. There is a longer version, but I'm not going to do that right now. There's no point in showing you the longer version. You need to get the short version down. But that's where I say the going to BDO Analytics, pulling up the truffle nodes, and going and looking at that area, you can kind of see the larger ring. Basically, it's all around this upper road is where they are. So, most of the truffles in Land of Bordering Light are all up in this fucking area. But most of it is this road right through here is where it runs. So as long as you follow this road path through this loop right in here, this is where most of the truffles are. Yes, there's truffles up through in here, but it gets significantly harder to try to keep up on those. So I don't do it. I just do the inner loop. If you burn all channels and do that micro loop, it'll take you about 1 hour and 35 minutes to do on cooldowns. Not assuming you don't get disconnected somewhere along the line, which does have the potential when you're channel hopping. But if you, doesn't matter if you do the short loop or the long loop, as long as you do the short loop after about 1 hour and 30 minutes, you'll get about 4,500 truffles on their own. Plus, you'll end up, as you do alchemy, you'll get the unknown seeds. You will end up needing to convert those. I used to sell, but with them being more contested now, I'm now growing them. Yeah. Actually, I mean, just take a screenshot of the BDO analytics page. So here, just I'll just queue it up for you. So you go mushrooms, truffle, and then there they are. Like I said, it's pretty simple. This one's not super rocket science to do this one. But they are kind of hidden in some areas, and some of them are a pain in the ass to find if you don't know exactly where they are. Which, I could walk you through the upper rotation of it to show you where all the little fucking goblins of those things hide. Because some of them, you'll be like, I swear I'm standing right on top of it. And you are, you're just not looking hard enough. And then you'll feel like a fucking retard like I do every time that it's standing right behind you half the time. And it's okay. Because the color they are and the color of the ground makes them damn near impossible to fucking see. So it's not you, it's the game. Literally. And then if it ever comes down to, like, desperation, I can show you where the desperate rotations are for truffles. They're not nearly as good, but you can pull 1,000 or two out in a half an hour if you absolutely just are just shy and they are taken up. There's a few places where people just don't fucking go, ever. And they're kind of annoying to get to, so they won't do it, and there's a burst of them that you can collect. Listen, as much as I like to spread my legs, Beg, it's not for you.
Face justice! I will strike you down!
I love how they took all accessories out of their failed experiment of a boss thing here. I mean, to be fair, we were complaining because it was always garbage shit anyway, so I'll just take the gold. Actually, it's probably faster for us to go through the water. Because we have the enhanced movement speed on water! Nice. Yep, that's a good route. It's still the most valid one that we have.
By my blade!
That still has not been replaced as of the game right now. I believe this was Ellie's Park when they did that thing, because I think this got turned into the water park area during the Ellie's mythical elephant adventure thing, whatever it was. I think that's what it was. All right, so we've done those two things. Now, let's go over here. Damn it, I did it again this week. I did it last week, or, well, 120 hours ago, and I did it now. What the shit? Yep. I mean, that's just how BDO is, to be fair. It's that type of game.
Halcyon is big, isn't it? Wow.
This is the Bank of Hope. Alright, let's see, what do we end up with? Shit! Okay, so we got 6, 9... We got a bill in gold bars right there. Very nice. $1.1 bill. I will take it.
Weapons repair? I can't guarantee it, but I think it's possible.
All right. So we've done that. So all right, let's turn this back up to 6,000 per craft. Because now that's going to be up to me. But I'll be real, I probably expect you to gain quite the chunk of EXP doing this. Like, this is not just a couple mastery levels. This is like, you're gonna get several master levels out of this. All right, let's get our updated info on the oils done. So the sheet is now up to date, so that I can say this thing is still current. So that would be under the blood section, so tier 1. Okay, going to reset its color. Troll blood is now the one to get there. Lion blood, hunt Valencia, when, yes. All right. So where is this place? All right, so it is hunting. Shrine of Silent Prayers or sucking for the minigame at the Agris Prox. Foxblood is still current. Deer. Okay, so the rest are good. Have a feeling from day 15 onward of Path of Choice, BDO is about to get quite large injection of Cronstones into the game. No, honestly, it's not, because those motherfuckers are going out there gambling big, and there's like a 30-something% chance you get like 100 Cronstones on half that shit. They're fucking retarded. There is I think it was like a 32.4% chance that you get the min roll on everything and you come out like 3,000, 4,000 Cronstones less than if you just took the steady path. But there's a 15-20% chance that you end up positive the steady path, and then there's like a 5% chance that you end up far ahead of the steady path. Okay, so now we want to update the main blood is going to be No, I was looking at it from the actual probabilities, and I did a quick run on it on the odds of you getting below the mid if it stayed steady, if it was slightly above, or full on out. Like, I based it off the probabilities they showed on the because with it being so high on the low end rolls, you're more guaranteed to get the low roll than you are the main the main roll. I have gotten so many of these magical shards today, it's kind of fucking retarded. Okay, so the spreadsheet's updated now. With the new blood revelations. And the bloods are labeled out in a pretty organized way. All right, so let's grab the new Foxblood is 23160. So I need another round of Foxbloods for sure. Wolfblood, we definitely need to go hunt Wolfblood. We're significantly low on it. We need 42,000, so we gotta double it. We need... We're good on Deerblood for this one run. Trollblood, I need to double it. Basically. So we need another run, maybe 2 of it. Let's go ahead and take the... Let's go ahead and take somebody down there to Bear and... Or not Bear, take somebody down there to Snowfield and go suck that off. Because we're almost done with it. And then we'll see what's going on after that. So let's look for any Elton characters. Okay, you're already there. You got 200 energy left. Okay, that can probably pull off another 7,000 sap on Agris.
Humans aren't the only ones who communicate in their own sphere.
Motherfuck, I still haven't gotten that donkey gear. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, we're not getting a ton of experience, but...
Jargle, humans aren't the only ones who communicate.
It was like, son of a bitch. It'd be nice. I'm just not even gonna worry about it. All right. So we're just here for 7,000-ish sap. Or my energy runs out. Whoops. Afaru. Thank you for the snowfield cedar. Thank you. Come again. We like when we get Afarus. No, I hadn't seen what you named Jamusa. That's your witch's name. Cinderella. Clever. Infinite pots. Nice. That's great. That's a pretty clever one, I'm not gonna lie. For a witch, that's a good one. Even though she doesn't cast anything fire-related, she's a earth wizard. It's still pretty fucking impressive. I mean, she's got the one meteor skill in her non-awakening, but like her awakening is poison and, well, mud and electricity. At some point, I'm gonna clean up all of my, all of the GM's fuckery that they renamed my characters, delete them, and get them all renamed as absurd shit as I can possibly come up with that will fit in the name thing at this point. Because fuck them. She's not terrible. She's like one of the best classes in the game. Still. After everything they've done, she's still one of the tops of the game. Like, just about everybody I know still absolutely raves on Witch as being one of the top PvE classes in the game. But it's Suck Witch. It's not Awakened Witch. It's Suck Witch. There is a difference. Wild, because Suck to me sucked. The most fun was playing with the balls and hearing with the snaps. That's what we went for. As she summons the balls and the electric dude and the other ball thing around. But I mean, of course, I would not doubt you not play the literal highest APM shit in the game. That is so very you. I would expect nothing less. Says the masochist playing ninja. There is nothing natural about that class, about playing that class. That's literally a masochism litmus test. If you can play that cleanly, you're a masochist. Or Asian, which double check mark for you. Shift Q, D, Q. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. Shift Q, DQ, SQ, Shift R and B, Shift C. That's got to be a typo. Shift R and B, Shift D, SC, That C button, either you've rebound the weapon swap or that's some fucked up shit. I don't know a single class that uses C as a skill button. SF, sure. There's no weapon swap on C. That's true, they do. I get it, I get it. $5,000, we're almost there. It's really minigame dependent at this point. And if we get an Afraru. That Afraru really helped out adding 1,000 that I didn't have to gather. And there's an Afraru! Get fucked. Well, that helped out. That's another 1,000 sap I didn't have to suck. 7,000. Nice. So we'll just kind of go around, and I think we'll have pretty much what we need. Which was, I needed 7,800 more, so... All right. Movement ability, because a lot of the movement abilities flow through other abilities, and the tooltip doesn't actually tell you that. I could see that, though, from how other classes work. Did I just pop the 20? No, I popped the 2. This is also the other reason why you don't have to gather, you know, you don't have to worry about the fruits as much, is because if you get those pops and you actually get one on a 10 proc, oh yeah, that's a lot of shit coming in. It's a lot of sharps. $7,600. I think I'll gather those right up at the front, and then I'll be done. So it's almost 8 o'clock. We'll just go ahead and grab it. It's not like we're energy starved, or I'm in between Agris brackets anyway, so it doesn't matter. $8,000. That's more than enough. All right. Snowfield Cedar is officially done. The best part for me is I'm getting out of this shit without having to do a Thuja run.
And before you even, they're all thanks to Kulon. Have you given any? You know you've got to take a Hillsworn name if you're here longer than a season, right?
All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is get the current runnings of these. Serendia, so we're now at Snowfield Cedar should be sitting at 42,000. 42,132. I am 132 sap over. All right. Plus whatever's sitting in my storage. All right, so that's good. This can be pulled off now. Also, something to point out is I tag what I need in orange normally when I'm like, I need to gather it. or I need to buy it or something along those lines. So the next big sink is... I need to do another full birch run, which probably won't be tonight. I won't do a full run of that tonight. That'll probably be tomorrow, because I've already done enough sap sucking for the day. And that'll get me most of the birch I need. We'll need to do at least one more ash sap run. I mean, I need a shit ton of ash sap. I need 33,000 ash. But if I just hard focus ash, I can get 20-something thousand on a full thing of Agris. So I'm not worried about that. Realistically, we actually just need to... Like, not even joking. I kinda need to just go gather bear. Like, I am so starved for that shit that I kinda just need to do it. Now, I know this weekend we might do the degenerate fucking shit at one point. Which is where I go full retard and I pop the energy buff. And I hate the next 3 hours of my life. As I spam click around, bear for 3 hours like a mad lad.
How long do you... How long... You know you've got to take a Hillsworn name if you're here.
But I'm also kind of waiting for Thursday before I do any energy popping of that nature. Due to how the thing works. So... Okay, I'm going to do something for a moment because I honestly can't remember. Okay. So we're going to make this really easy. And there's 44 total characters. Hold on. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Right? 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I think it's a total of 44 slots, is it not? You can expand up to 44 slots. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete these 1,000 cells here. I've got just... Okay. So I'm going to go pop this over on a character that we are going to gather on. Let's also reset. But I'll let the energy start ticking up here regardless. Okay. So we've got buy... Polar... Goth... GF... Seraph, and level 66. let's see. Is there a spot that we've been putting? Okay, so we're gonna make it Arihaza for inventory. Because we've got a lot of it and it needs to go somewhere at some point. Okay, so we have level 60. Sorry, that 63 Corsair is kind of fucking wild. She's 62 as well. 62. Okay. $60, yeah. Basically, I'm checking to make sure I have one of everything. And what are my dupes? Yeah, that's the tragic one. Pretty sure he's 60, yep. God, I can't believe I actually pushed 61 on Scholar. Holy shit. Your level is 7, yeah. Okay, Dosa was renamed. Fuck, what do they actually, Deadeye, that's it. Okay, so I have 4 open slots left of energy that I don't have. That I need to, but I also need to buy a slot. We have 3 renamed characters we need to redo. The only one that's gonna suck is the Dosa has to go to 61. Alright. So, once I see it, I'm gonna mark it off as a... So I got Seraph, Dracania, Valkyrie, Corsair, Guardian, Ranger, Maehwa, Seraph. Okay, so that's a duplicate here. Witch, Mystic, Shy, Tamer, Striker, Wusa, Megu, Ninja, Wizard, Valkyrie. That's a duplicate. Archer, Ranger. That's a duplicate. Sork, Berserker, Warrior, Kuno, Guardian. That's a duplicate. Lon, Nova, Sage, Scholar, Musa. Hash, Valkyrie. That's a duplicate. Dosa, Dracania, that's a duplicate. Deadeye, Corsair, this is a duplicate. Intentional. Wukong, Dark Knight, Seraph, this is a duplicate. Alright, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 duplicate classes, but we have enough spots that I think we have everything, I think we have everything, so I'm going to double check and go through the list of character creation and make sure, because I'm pretty sure I have everything. Seraph, Warrior, Hashishin, Sage, Wukong, Ranger, Guardian, Scholar, Dracania, Sorceress, Nova, Corsair, Lon, Berserker, Megu, Tamer, Shy, Striker, Musa, Maehwa, Mystic, Valkyrie, Kuno, Ninja, Dark Knight, Wizard, Archer, Wusa, Witch, Dosa, Deadeye. Okay, I have them all. Alright, so, at this point, it's just create whatever the fuck I want until it doesn't really matter. Alright, it is 8:30. I think what I'm gonna do is call it here for the night. Tomorrow when we get on, we're gonna immediately do the daily for the we're gonna do the daily for the training to get the leaves. We will continue gathering and a few other things. So I'm going to get a list of a few things that I want to get done tomorrow exclusively and then go from there. So let's just call it quits here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evenings. Take care, enjoy, and I'll see y'all first thing tomorrow after dinner. Just out of curiosity, yes. What? I have a Treant's Tear and a Khan's Heart of Life. Is it even worth having these both? Yes, the Khan's Heart for the Mastery. The Khan's Heart you'll eventually upgrade into a Resplendent or higher Alkstone, and the Treant's Tear can only be used on seasonal characters. So if you want to gather on a seasonal server, you want some sort of Alchemy Stone buff, the Treant Tear can work on it. So that's it for me. Anything else, just hit me up on Discord. Take care. I'll see y'all later.